Hi, this is Jay Mooney, JJ Paradise Productions. This is chapter one of my fifth book, I Thought I Came Here for the Fish. Rewrite and collaboration between Jill Nasworthy and Jay Mooney, dated August 16th, 2024, my dad's birthday. Chapter one. Olga had plans, big plans. No one could fantasize better. She had been after Paul for years. Tonight was the night. He seemed to be the only person she knew that still thought of her as a child, Olga's child. This day would be different. She would prove to him she was a woman, a full-blooded woman. In her cutest Olgette way, she had an out-of-this-world evening planned, the night of the fish. She had finally convinced Paul to go with her to dinner at the casino. She had a 2-for-1 coupon and offered to spring for all drinks. She hit him at a weak moment. He wasn't doing anything anyway. A little gambling, a few drinks, a fish dinner. Sounded pretty good. What the hell? When Paul agrees, it sends Olgette into a total frenzy of preparation. Her fantasies go wild. She rushes home and surveys all she has to do to prepare. Finally, a chance to use all the lotions and perfumes that she had been stockpiling. Stepping out of the shower, looking in the mirror, she spots the garden that needs a manicure. This was no ordinary garden. This was Olgette's special garden, where Muff lived and hoped to play. In a romantically inspired moment, she combs Muff into a beautiful creation in Paul's honor, a perfect heart. Now starting to show the red rash of razor burn, baby powdering it to hide the imperfections. She reaches over and takes out Olivia Newton-John's fantasy spray and gently sprays her muff, stepping into the spray just as she had read in Cosmo magazine. Her emotions soared. Olga inserts her favorite tape into the boombox she always brings along, billowing along to the sweet voices of Starland Band singing Afternoon to Life. She looks in the closet and grabs her sexiest outfit hanging there, a sequin designer knockoff blood red dress, gently laying her dress and her dreams on the bed. Now in her mind performing the act of no mercy. She puts on her leopard skin brassiere and slides into her red dress. Ooh-wee. When she pulls on her red stiletto, she rises to her full power. The stage is set. Paul pounds down a couple of double bourbons in anticipation of the much proclaimed all-you-can-eat fish fry. His stomach growling now, time to eat. Looking around, expecting to find Olgette in the casino, he hears his name repeated on the sound system directing him to customer service phone. Finding his way, he picks up the phone. It's Olgette. Olgette does her sexiest Mae West impersonation and says, "Hey, big boy, come on up and see me. I'm in room 269. Doors open." Paul being called into his alternate reality. He hears the door slam behind him in room 269, sealing the fate of those inside, I suppose, creating a gust of wind swirling around in the smoke-filled room. The room coming into focus as he surveys the surroundings, not knowing he stepped into a den of inequity, incense and candles burning. A total assault to the senses, curtains closed. Paul trying to get his eyes focused and his mind in gear, hoping he's in the wrong room. The bathroom door opens, lighting up the room. He hears the music and sees the grand prize. Olgette comes into view, silhouetted by the light, as she saunters out of the bathroom, stopping long enough to strike a long practice pose. Paul is dumbfounded. What the? Gets caught on his lips. Now he knows he's in the wrong room. Olgette in her ultimate charm says, "Paul, this is for your eyes only," as she sinks into the chair there, spreading her legs wide, and in slow motion she slides her hands under her skin-tight red dress and slowly inches it up. In Paul's mind, it seems like 2 eternities, while thinking, "I've got to get out of here. Exit stage left." Olga is so excited her whole body is trembling, accidentally sitting on her supercharged vibrator, looking at Paul, thinking, let me introduce you to Muff and perhaps a snack before dinner. The smell of ONJ filling the air. With a huge giggly whoopee, she raises her skirt to reveal her puffed up heart. Paul wasn't really expecting that, as you might imagine. He takes a step back, mumbling something. Paul sees it all, feeling the cold hand of fate hit him across the face. Olget sees Paul's unpassionate response, or was that look disgust at the sex party plan? Her hopes and dreams crushed. Reality hits hard. Seeing her plans of the evening bliss shattered. Her animal instincts kick in as she jumps up and gets in Paul's face. Olga yells at the top of her lungs. Mommy was right. You are a stupid logger with no class. Just remember, you could have had all this, whirling to walk away. Paul is almost overcome with mixed odors of perfumes, and is that baby powder? He thought, but did not say. Olga picks up the closest thing in her reach, one of her troll dolls, and throws it at Paul. He catches it without effort. Olga sees the look of total disdain on his face and goes into a rage, red-faced and screaming. Paul heads through the door. He takes one look back at the whole preposterous plan and calmly says, with cold, narrowed eyes, I thought I came in for the fish.